I'm Lisa. I'm glad you're with me today. I plan to share a little bit about some ideas for a person who has memory loss, but also for you and for me, especially while we're closed inside a lot more these days. I think you've probably all heard about the fact that meditation and mindfulness are really good for us, very healthy in order to help slow down our breathing and be more aware of what's going on around us. Also, guided imagery, visualization, these are all things that are said to be super helpful for decreasing our heart rate, our blood pressure, and also managing pain a lot better. Why I'm talking about this is because it's also really relative to sensory stimulation when we talk about interventions for a person with dementia. So the way I relate them is when you think of being in your happy place or think of a place that really helps you feel calm. Some people, it might be going to the beach and you visualize through meditation or mindfulness, or just in your daydreams about being by the beach or in the forest, for example. That's mine. Some people like the meadow or the mountains or just being by their pool. So think about something that is familiar and enjoyable to you, as well as what that means for the other person. If you're living with somebody who has dementia or you're caring for somebody who has dementia, the difference is it takes us to invite that person to engage in ideas that would help them feel and remember special memories that help them feel more positive and comforted, especially in a time like this. So whatever we can do to bring the outside world in would be really helpful in order to increase our sense of calm and level of comfort. I brought some ideas and examples to talk about. So when we start with the things that we see, going through our five senses, so our sight, smell, sound, taste, and touch, some of the ideas I had were, think about the things that you see. So when I go out for a walk in the forest, I can see the leaves, I can see the birds, the squirrels jumping around, the chipmunks, lots of things going on. So think about how we can bring those things into inside life. Other ideas is being out in the garden, or when you're in the forest or wherever else, you know, there's flowers. You have also these aromas. So think about the smells that you come across. So flowers, gardens. Also, if you're not talking about a forest, for example, or gardens, you can also think about different smells. So some might be essential oils, can be really helpful. Sometimes people have diffusers that they can use. Candles, we have scented candles that can be really helpful, just to light that aroma up for a person. Some of them are cinnamon. Think about what that person enjoys or what you enjoy. Another idea is spices. So baking, this is why I think so many people right now are baking bread, baking things. They're comfort foods. They make us feel good, but it's also the aroma and that comforting smell that just drifts through the house. Think about also things like lotions. Sometimes you have foot rub ones where it's peppermint aromas. There might be other ones that are more energizing, so citrus flavors. That's also why I put these clementines here, to remind me to mention that citrus flavors can really energize us, and the aromas as well. So lemon, oranges, lime can really boost up our spirits and our energy level. Other examples are sounds. So when we talk about sounds, the things that are so important to us are familiar voices. So even voice recordings can be really cool. These can be in cards. You can get them different reading cards or greeting cards and hear a person's voice, as well as through devices like this. If you have your smartphone or an iPad, you can record your own voice or a familiar song for a person to hear in order to feel more connected in that moment. Things like birds, so the sounds that you'd hear in the forest, for example, or the ocean's waves by the beach. Familiar songs, we've talked about that before. If you think about how popular virtual reality is right now, and also visiting virtually, this is the reason why. It's because it brings you back and allows you to time travel to a different place. So this is what we really need, especially right now when we can't go anywhere. Also things like taste. So chocolate is a great one. I know everybody loves the taste of chocolate, or most people. Also citrus fruits again, breads. So whatever that person really enjoys, having these scents and aromas and tastes around us really helps us remember other times that we were in. And touch, I love soft textures like fuzzy blankets, polar fleece. When you're talking about different times in a person's life, if they were a seamstress or, in carpentry, whatever it might be, there might be textures that bring back those memories on woodworking or being around fabrics or just being comfortable at home on your couch. So fur, just being able to pet an animal. That's why pet therapy is so helpful for us. I hope these help you, remembering that phrases like a picture paints 1,000 words. These are the reasons why we need to really encourage and invite people to take part by having things out in the open, by having conversations, asking questions about a certain time in a person's life. And this will really help them to remember back and use those memories for something more positive and bring them to another place in time. I also hope it helps you to think about what you can do to really calm yourself and feel like you're more rejuvenated through guided meditation or meditation in general, mindfulness, guided imagery, and all the best. Feel free, I'd love for you to leave a comment, and I'm happy to answer any questions, or if you have other questions that you'd like me to answer, I'm happy to help however I can. Also, you can visit me on my Facebook Awestruck Aspirations page or the website awestruckaspirations.com. Thank you so much. Take care.